Okay, there we go. Okay, cut and paste. Where you sitting down on the beaded impotence of New Orleans? A hint of suspense when that telephone rings. This is forever. It paved a wave of distance between the syntax era from Austin's yellow brick road. This is forever. From this Texas breath exhaled, no sign of relief, 'cause this this is forever. March 23rd, hush the wind, the music died. If you can't get the best of us now, it's 'cause this is forever. Who's it? We got one. We got one person. It's late, but it's the weekend for which everyone works. Um, and okay, and boy, did I put in the hours this week. I'm gonna get fired. Jesus fucking Christ. Uh, God damn it, dude. You know that. Sorry. I really wanted to be smart, thoughtful, creative, hardworking person. And then I lived just a miserably lazy, libertine existence. Sort of like Oscar Wilde without being gay or having any like real, fun gay sex or anything like that. Just racking up debt and not even really writing anything. And so then, I find myself, later in life with all this like arguably arguably being knowledgeable and somewhat of an intellectual and somewhat well read, to where any job I go into is, I can tell like, oh yeah, I'm certainly smarter than the people that work here. But that doesn't necessarily mean that I am going to be good at the job, or that, I'm not saying I'm better than them. I'm just saying that I am, in fact, smarter and more thoughtful and literate. Because the most jobs I've had, I have discovered that the American public education system is just completely failing multiple generations. Most people are not capable of really functioning in any intellectual way. They are complete husks who are borderline illiterate. And if they ever even finished a book when they were in high school, they sure as shit ain't read one since then. And I know not a lot of people read nowadays anyway. I know I struggle with it. I haven't read anything lately. Um, Ever since the brain accident, it's been tough to focus on anything like that. I was talking to my cousin about that. He he got held up a few years ago. His house got robbed, and he was telling me like, I don't know what you went through necessarily. The only thing that's happened in my life that was traumatic in any way like that would be when I got robbed at gunpoint, and he said it was like so shocking to the system that he really struggled to enjoy any of the things he used to for a while after that. He was like, I couldn't really like watch a movie or listen to music or read a book because he was like, I was so shaken up by it. Just kind of like fucked me up for a long time. He was like, yeah, and he said it took me about a year to get back to, any sort of feeling normal, which, I guess that's a weird thing about, I guess, trauma, right? Is something really um, intense can happen in your life, and everybody's different, but something like really traumatic can happen, and it can have like just these weird long term effects that you don't really hear about or understand, because it's different from person to person. Um, and I guess it depends on your own constitution and sensibilities, right? Because obviously there's people that go to war, but they signed up for that. If you're just a gay liberal arts student trying to live in a house with like four other struggling artists, you're living a life trying to not find yourself in firefights or situations in which you might be looking down the barrel of a gun. And so when you do find yourself, in fact, looking down the barrel of a gun, that kind of person, it can really fuck them up for a while. Maybe, and are we soft? Me and a guy like that? Yeah, we're gay. I mean, I guess we should be tougher, but we were born at a time in human history when people are soft and gay. Oh yes, what's up, shitbag he man? All is I mean, you know, all is well as long as I walk with the Lord. All things are possible through Him, and as I receive His grace, I am capable of moving forward in life and you know building something. Um, I just wanted to see. I've been playing around with the live stream feature on here, which is not is nice now that the channel's monetized. This is just a license to print money now. Firing up the old stream, which like a lot of these streamers are very shameless about it. I'll at least try and talk for about an hour. Those streams where it's just somebody eating, just eating on camera or not really doing anything engaging. I find very oh, dystopian. No, I mean it is what it is. Things change, and then these new, culturally and what people turn to in terms of their fun and entertainment, what they consume is always shifting. So I'm gonna try, and as I age, not become one of those guys who just chooses to not understand what's going on. Just is like, this isn't what it was like when I was a kid. It's like, well, yeah, of course. It's not, we're not frozen in amber as people, as time doesn't work that way. But the more that things change, the more they stay the same, right? All the same. We take our chances, laughed at by time, tricked by circumstances. The more that things change, the more they stay the same. Plus they show, plus they limit. I've been getting back into Rush lately. That was big when I was a teenager. It was not big in terms of anything anyone my age was listening to at the time. It's just I saw the VH1 documentary. What was it called? Beyond the Gilded Cage, or Beyond the Lighted Stage, or whatever the fucking VH1 documentary was. And I really liked that documentary when I saw it, and so I just was like, well, so what is? Because I knew the hits from the radio, the Tom Sawyer and Limelight and stuff like that, and then it was not behind the music. Shitbag He Man. No, it was a different thing. It was like a full like 2.5 hour documentary. But and that they probably also did have a behind the music episode. So I'm not disparaging you. I can see why you would think that, but no, it was a whole other thing. And I could look it up right now. But isn't it more fun if for me to not know what I'm talking about? But anyway, I liked the documentary, and I knew of their hits, the big like radio hits, but I had never heard a lot of the other stuff, because this was at a time in my life when music to me, songs, I couldn't envision a song longer than 3 or 4 minutes. That was about as long. That was about like what a song was to me, was 4 minutes. I'm watching this documentary, and they're talking about a Rush song that's damn, over 20 minutes long. They talking about a song called it's not, it ain't even got letters in the name. It's a damn song called 2112. And so I was curious. I heard that in the documentary. I was like, well, what the fuck is a 20 minutes long, like a 20-minute song sound like? And so I, this is why the internet rocks. I was immediately able to go listen to it, and I mean, it got me. It sunk its hooks into me. I was like, you're talking about a song about spaceships and the future and like Ayn Randian objectivist philosophy, the free market and capitalism. Come on, space capitalism. Sign me up for this. But I just thought that was like the coolest thing ever. That there was like this 6-part song that was like 20 minutes long, and you get done listening to that, this whole like space future epic about computer priests and some guy playing guitar, and the fucking computer priests are mad at him. Whatever's going on there, and then you listen to the second track, and right away it hits you with the Ching Chong song. They hit you with the Ching Chong riff, where it's like bum 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 bum, and it has nothing to do. The rest of that album has like zero to do with whatever the fucking 2112 song is. It's not like people call it like a concept album or whatever, and it's not really. They just have like one long ass song about like space computer priests, like some sort of like religious authoritarian regime that rules all of space, and then you flip it over and it's like a song about having sex with like children in Bangkok or something. So that was that. So I got really into that the Rush music for a while. And I'm not like an across the board fan, of course. Like they there's like a point in their career where they start putting out some real fucking turds in terms of like whole albums. But they got a good run of albums for sure. They got a good run where it's like, man, this whole album just is back to back to back bangers. Damn, do we got any? No, and now we're at 0 viewers. Damn, dude. Maybe I've lost the sauce. I've lost yeah, I've lost it. Uh-oh. What happened? Where'd everybody go? Okay, we got one person in here. This is probably too late to be doing this. Jesus Christ! I just wanted to. We are Siamese. If you play Aristocats, yes. Yeah, I just wanted to see what kind of power I have at any hour, because I did one of these the other day. It was like 6 o'clock in the morning drive time, and I had a pretty decent audience, and so tonight I'm just having trouble sleeping. So I was like, let me see what kind of power I have at this hour, and not that much. My energies are weakened at this hour, so it's hard to draw in a big audience. But it's a sleepy time. I do want to feel like a god. Go ahead and hit your bowl. Let's go nuts. Look, I'm not leaving. You got me for at least a good half hour, for now, and then we'll see. We'll play it by ear. I wanted to talk sandwiches, by the way. I just remember that's why I named this episode Best Sandwiches Chains Only. Okay, nothing local. Because I had a Jimmy John's sandwich today and it was delicious. And so I had a really good sandwich from Jimmy John's. I had what was it, like their Italian sandwich? It was great. And here's what I like about Jimmy John's. No fuss, no muss, no funny business. Okay. They got the sandwiches on the board. They got the toppings that go on each sandwich. You can customize a little bit, but as far as the bread goes, none of this dumbass, all these different dumbass breads that these other places got. They got one bread, as far as I know. I'm sure they have like health options as well, but I ain't getting none of that shit. But they got one bread. It's a white French bread, and that's what they put the sandwich on. remove the burden of choice from my shoulders, because that gives me so much anxiety when I go to a restaurant. Is the thought that perhaps I'm not making the right choices when I'm putting my sandwich together. And so if the less choices, the more minimal menu and items available, the more structure an eatery has, the more calm I feel, because I can feel more assured that I am not for somehow making the wrong decisions in my food ordering process. That's why if you take my ass to a cheesecake factory, I'm spurging. I'm like stimming. I'm rocking back and forth. I don't know what I'm too overstimulated. I'm overwhelmed at cheese. There's too much. But if you take me to a Jimmy John's, um, it's I'm feeling pretty safe. I'm feeling pretty safe. Um, what party? Oh, Robbie's in here. You were at a party? Um, what with Stav? The thing with Stav? Um, what was it? What I don't know what this. I don't know what you to what are you referring? I'm trying to speak grammar. I'm getting real good at grammar now. Um, awful crazy. Who is Ash? I don't know who Asher Roth is. What is Asher Roth from? Is this something I'm familiar with? Hold on. Asher Roth. I don't know who this is. Some white boy. Some damn white boy. Who the fuck is this? Oh, he's a rapper. Yeah, I don't know who this is, man. Yeah, I was not allowed to. I'm looking at it. I'm looking him up. I was not allowed to listen to rap at this time. I had to listen. I had to listen to like hymns, gospel hymns. Um. All right. Well, you guys know what you're talking about. Should we take some calls? If anybody wants to call in or give me money, feel free to do so. Hit the super chats. It's late. It's a spooky hour. Damn dude. Maybe I'm just losing my mind again, but I feel like I got a good grip on things. But I've been obviously if you follow me on Twitter, X formerly Twitter, you might think I'm just losing my mind. You might think I'm going crazy. But I'm really just bored to tears because most of my day is spent just waiting for people to call me at work, waiting for people with no money and bad credit to call me so I can sell them something they can't afford. And so I'm just like on Twitter all day and uh, just trolling. I'm like 14 again, and I'm just like just being like mean to people on the internet and saying dumb shit. And so for no real reason, what else? What was that? What am I saying? For no real reason, I've chosen like Dom Luker as my mortal enemy, because he just annoys me, and I love you too, Robbie. I'm fine. I'm not losing my mind. I'm just trying to destroy. I'm trying to break the breaker of narratives. My brain's preserved. I drink water and Coke Zero, and then I eat like sandwiches, and that's what, like, I guess the worst thing I do is I got this double apple ice fake. Look here, if anybody, by the way, hold on. The live streams are cool. I like doing these, and I got to remember how to be a radio guy. Wait, let's take some. We could do some calls. If anybody wants to call in, hold on. We don't even have that many people here yet. But if anybody wants to call in, there's the link. From the high desert and the Great American Southwest. Let's take some calls. Nice, yeah, much like Shane losing SNL, Lemaire getting ousted in a coup from Coward Hour may have been the best thing to happen in his career. Yeah, Shane is like, have you ever seen like a whale fall where like a whale will like die and its giant fucking carcass will sink to the bottom of the ocean and then everything else gets to eat the whale carcass. I guess in this metaphor, Shane is the whale and Lemaire is like a little anglerfish or something, just nibbling on the Shane whale. It's not an exact. Uh, okay, yeah, you get it. You get it, Robbie. Yeah, you saw a whale fall, Claire. What happened? Did she slip on the ice? Damn, dude, that's crazy how fat she got. She's right in my zone now, right in my fucking slot. I mean, that was. I mean, you and I talked about that night that we were like hanging out. She was already pretty heavy, and she just out of nowhere was like, Don, I'll never fuck you, bitch. No, what do you think is happening here? You think I'm trying to have sex with Push by Sapphire? Get out of here. She's not even black. But is I guess I was trying to think. The mom from Gilbert Grape. Something like that. I'm sleepy. Well, wait, Dom Luker. Yeah, the internet. See, this is why we do it, boys. See, now this is Goku collecting getting the spirit bomb. All right, this is what happens. You hit me with a super chat like that. Let's go nuts. $5 in the super chat, and my power grows. Okay, I'm collecting the energy. Going Super Saiyan. I'm going super. Hey, isn't that funny to think about? Blonde hair, blue eyes, Super Saiyan, SS. Something to think about. Something to think about. The most powerful being in the whole planet is a blonde hair, blue eyed man who bears the initials SS. Folks, it's me, the breaker of narratives. Goku's eyes are not green. Goku does not have green eyes. What color eyes does Goku have? This I will look up. I gotta get to the. I will do my research on this because if this might be a Mandela effect thing. Goku eye color. I'll be damned. Well, it's like a sea foam. Like I could, at a distance, I would think they were blue, but I guess they are. Yeah, like more of a green. All right. Well, damn, dude. No, he has black eyes when he's not. When he's regular. When Goku is normal, he has black eyes. Yeah, how you gonna have a Mandela effect? Uh, how you gonna have? Yeah, talk to me when it's a womandela. Uh, let's see. Please clap. Uh, that that dude. That by the way, that Stephen A. Smith thing today was him, dude. Him trying to pronounce Pokemon was true. I like that was like Christmas morning for me. That was so fucking good when he's like Shamander, Shamandre, Bulbasaur, Bulbasaur. That fucking got me, dude. It really did. Some of the things he was landing on really did sound like black people names, like Shamander. Shimona, get your black ass on in here. I tried doing something today. I didn't work on it really. It's just like him trying to explain all of the Eevee evolutions and be like, so you need the Firestone to turn him into a Flareon. And I didn't really work too hard on it, but that was making me laugh. That the idea that Stephen A. Smith would have some sort of like intimate knowledge of the Kanto region, but he just can't pronounce the names that well. Uh, yeah, I was like, yeah. So you need a water stone to turn them into a Vaporeon, Vaporeon, and then you need to get to level 200 and he turn them into a damn Espine. Espine. It was something like that. I posted it on the shorts thing, like a minute of it. Like, I just was like, and and here's the thing, you don't want to evolve the Eevee too early, because then, like with any Pokemon, if you evolve the Pokemon, if you level up the Pokemon too fast before you have enough gym badges, you will lose. The Pokemon go wild on you. You're gonna lose control of the Pokemon. You gotta grow alongside your Pokemon, hand in hand as colleagues and friends. Do not push your Pokemon too hard, otherwise the Pidgeotto gonna fly away. So yeah, something like that. um, yeah, yeah. Dude, we should do this. We should just do like Stephen A. Smith do like sports commentary on Pokemon. Just do like legitimate sports commentary, and he's just fucking up all the names. It would just accidentally coming up with really good black people names. That's a good bit. Oh yeah, we'll riff that out. Um, yeah, the only way to evolve a Pokemon is to have sex with it and raise the baby. Yeah, take them to the damn voting booth. I'm not a sports guy, so I'm like just having these moments where I like with Stephen A. Smith. I'm like, I guess he's just been around forever, but it seems like he's getting more famous now. Like I feel like he's like ingratiating himself into meme culture and the internet now, because like that seems like a very calculated move to be like old confused like old head black guy trying to say Pokemon names. That's like at the same level as like black kids listen to Hotel California for the first time, in terms of the way that the appeal that would have on to white, like millennial white American people who grew up with Pokemon. Just an old unk trying to pronounce Pokemon names. um, yeah, I mean, well, Steven, did I see a Steven Smith Cars thing? No, was he in Cars? I don't know. Yeah, I mean, most of TV is just people where you're like, I don't really know. I don't know why they're on TV or what makes them good at what they're doing, but it's something to think about, because if you talk to people out in the wild, you do like this is a psychotic thing to do in your interactions with people, but to be talking to a person and think to yourself like, I wonder how good they would be on TV if they were ever on TV. I wonder if they would know how to handle being on TV. And you do realize like most people would not have the ability to be on camera. Like I don't know what it is, but there's like a certain it is like an X factor. There's something like to be able to like show yourself to an audience and perform in any way. Most people wouldn't have that. Like most people don't possess like that quality to do that. That's why like any of these fucking shows where they like present to you like this is just a real person coming to audition for whatever this dumb shit is, America's Got Talent. They have to like get like a whole fucking team of producers in there to twist and warp what's actually happening to make it presentable for TV. Because if it was just like some regular ass person, it just like it would clash with like what the show is. Like it would fucking be terrible. It's already terrible, but if it was just like a regular person on TV, they wouldn't know like how to handle that. Not like me. Not like me, master broadcaster Dalton Pruitt. Um, and yeah, Red Bar's watching. Are you Decline Host? Are you like affiliated with Red Bar? I don't. People keep there's like different people who like I'm not even like familiar with who just will tell me that like Red Bar's watching like like he's the NSA or something. Like he's just always got his eye on me. I mean, I don't, um, I don't think I've done anything to invoke the ire of Red Bar. Um, I guess I could see why he would like mention me or pay attention to me. But I mean, he and I are kindred because we both like just suffer no fools, losers and fools. Yeah, because like I watch these suffer no fools. Yeah, yeah. I guess now that I think about the expression, I don't really know what it means. It sounds smart. Sounds like a fun thing to say. What the fuck was that? I think I just broke my phone. Oh, should be fine. Yeah, it's fine. Damn, dude, phone just fell in my pocket. Um, but yeah, yeah. I mean, I'm like similar to him, where like like when I watch these like really big podcasts, like the first thing I think is there's really no justification for a podcast to cost this much money. Like whatever's being spent on this, it is pretty insane and just a complete waste of resources to make to make like just two guys sitting at a table to turn that into this such an expensive endeavor seems like really fucking stupid to me. But then with that, they've exhausted all this fucking money and resources into like what this show is, and they have the most boring fucking mind numbing just slog conversations, like just talking about nothing. Um, and Red Bar does have the best segment, dude. His shit looks nice, dude. But he needs it. He needs it so he can pull up the 2 minutes of a podcast episode he wants to talk about for 8 hours. Uh, yeah, yeah, I'm an arena act now. Yeah, it's we're taking the open mic to the arenas. Who's doing that, by the way? Who the fuck is doing that? Whose first time doing comedy is at Madison Square Garden? What the fuck would do that? Like, who is signing up? If that has that show happened yet? Is that what happened? Like, do they still do the actual open mic at a fucking arena? Are they like, all right, so this is your first time ever doing stand up? There's 15,000 people here. That's so fucking stupid. That's such a bad idea. And it's like that really is like the furthest extreme of like an exploitive game show. Dude, the fucking Running Man with Arnold Schwarzenegger I would do that before I would do a minute on Kill Tony at an arena. I would like I would just put me in the other arena where it's me and like nine murderers with guns and I got to be the last one to survive. Do that before you put me on the fucking Madison Square Garden stage to do a minute of comedy. The bucket. That's such a crazy. The bucket at MSG. Who the fuck is doing this? Oh my god. I mean, at that. Come on. I mean, there's no way to know for sure, Robbie, but I have a suspicion that bucket is rigged. I don't want to speak out of school here, but I have a suspicion that open mic they got going at the Madison Square Garden, that the bucket there is rigged. Okay, it's not fair, but what are you gonna do? That was always like that's such a fun thing about open mics is the people who get mad when they realize like the bucket is rigged. And it's like, well, I never, like, when I would host them, it'd be like, I never told you that it was random. I just told you to put your name in the bucket. There was never a promise that this was going to be totally left to chance. And I just showed you a bucket and told you what to do. And then you made those assumptions. That's on you. But I'll never do that shit again because comedy is a very antiquated and stupid thing to do with one's time. Broadcasting and podcasting are much more rewarding and was productive endeavors. Um, there's a new black guy on Kill Tony. Is fucking awful, and they seem to love him. Yeah, I mean, that's unfortunate. That whole scene is like, dude. I guess I'm gonna go full red bar here. I was trying to talk about sandwiches earlier, but I got somebody slid me a little bit of money. I got a little pepped up, and now we're talking shit. But yeah, I mean, what's happening to Austin just sucks. Like, just because the thing is, like, if people want to be part of the entertainment industry, that all fucking existed in LA for a reason. That was where they all went and like set up a city in the desert and on the beach, and they were like, all right, this is where we're gonna do like our weird pedophile rituals and do Hollywood here, and then everywhere else in the country gets to have their own like pockets of whatever the fuck they want to do. And so Austin is like, it was always like a college town and like arts community, and just over the years, it's gotten more and more, it's gotten more corporate. It's selling out, and now it's like nobody in Texas wants Texas to be Hollywood. If you want to be Hollywood, you would move to Hollywood. So that's the real like immigrant invasion. They should have fucking put concertina wire like on the border of California, so that like comedians and tech guys couldn't make it to Texas. No, we don't need that. We don't need no concertina on the damn Mexican border. I don't, dude. By the way, those videos are driving me fucking crazy. Like every new video that comes out, just like a bunch of National Guard guys with riot shields bashing them against like old moms and children. I'm like, damn, dude, is this what you signed up for? Like, do you like what Hans Kim Congdon? I'm a very horny for. I like penis, and I like having sex with men, and that's what makes me interesting. It's me, Hans Kim Congdon. I only talk about sex. Oh, because that's the only way I know how to make myself seem interesting. It's me, Hans Kim Congdon. I've got big boobies. Is that good? Is that the character you wanted? It's me, Hans Kim Congdon. The Chinese Puerto Rican. Okay, yeah. I love getting my pussy fucked. It's me, Hans Kim Congdon, the Chinese Puerto Rican. I'm never gonna have children. I'm much happier that way. I'm way happy being in my mid-30s with no children. That's why I talk about it all the time. It's me, Hans Kim Congdon. I have to remind everybody that I'm so happy without kids. That's how everyone knows I am definitely happy without having children. It's me, Hans Kim Congdon. I love getting my pussy fucked. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, Indian John Wick was fun. Oh yeah, that was good. Yeah. I don't remember. He doesn't talk much in those movies. I don't know, like it would be tough to like. The only like real line he has is like, "Oh, I'm thinking I'm back. Oh, think you'll come again? I'm back. Think you'll come again? I'm back." Uh, yeah. We do have to, man. But you don't have to do it right now. But the link is there if you want to call in. I just do I do these live streams, Robbie. You gotta do live streams. You gotta talk by yourself like a psychotic person, because look, the algorithms, they're watching, they're paying attention, and so all these different platforms have all these different methods by which you can interact with your audience. Here, I'll post it again. So here's the thing: the algorithms reward you for diversifying. You got to diversify your content and how you interact with the audience. Because I do one of these, I do a little live stream. I talk to you, talk to the audience. This goes up on the page afterward. The algorithm rewards that. It starts showing that to a bunch of other people, and then they find this version of what I do, and then from there they might get curious and click around and see all the other stuff that's on the channel. So I do this. I'm posting the fucking dude. YouTube Shorts is the shit. YouTube Shorts is nice. I'll post something if it hits, if it's like got the right buzzwords in it. I'm getting like fucking like 3,000 views within the hour, which ain't bad for a smaller channel like mine. I'm no Shannon Sharp. That's for damn sure. God, imagine him trying to say Pokemon names. Good lord. And then I have all the other stuff that I'm uploading. So that's the thing. You gotta diversify the content. You gotta do this. You gotta go on Twitter and troll every account. Never be sincere about anything. Never have any convictions or like consistent opinions. And be an agent of chaos on Twitter. All right, there we go.
Hey,
hey,
comedy. Hey, fake bomb threat. So I was thinking like Indian John Wick, right? We're thinking about Indian John Wick. I was saying instead of the Continental, it would be the Wiki Mart.
Yeah, the Wiki Mart. Yeah.
Yeah. Thanks.
We do not do business. Do not do business when you are in the Wiki Mart. No wheezing the juice.
A lot of people have been asking me, why do I talk black? And I'm thinking, yeah, I think I'm black. Because I'm an Indian guy. Every Indian guy thinks he's black.
Yeah, did you see the thing I riffed with Crack Amico today? Or
no, I didn't.
Something I commented where dude, Crack is like the Wigger Red Bar. Like, dude,
oh my god,
he's ruthless.
Dude, the phrase "the Wigger Red Bar" is amazing. That is amazing.
Dude, Crack Amico is the Wigger Red Bar. Like, he does not give a fuck.
I know. Well, because I like Crack because he posts Kumia stuff, and like it's crazy how many people that we know and we're friends with that like are like afraid of Anthony Kumia, like talking shit about him. It's like, but Crack does. I hate
talking shit about Kumia. What the fuck is
exactly?
He gonna do?
That's what I'm saying. It's like you have no downside. There's no downside. Anthony Kumia stinks. He's literally an evil racist, and he's a pedophile, and he's a racist.
He's not a pedophile. He just he has no qualms with an age gap.
I literally think he is a pedophile.
He might be a pedophile.
I think it literally might have fucked like a. Because there's that clip. Have you seen that clip where it was like Patrice with Norton, and they go like, I think Patrice actually asked him. He's like, "How low would you go, Anthony, if there was no laws?" And Anthony goes 5, and everyone's like, "Whoa!" And he's like, "I got you." No, but really, honestly, 13.
to have a real answer for that is
exactly. That's funny. He has like a fake out answer, and then he's like, "But honestly, if we're not joking around, 13." It's like, whoa, dude, that's also bad, dude.
That's also bad. I mean, it's Japanese style, at least up until recently.
Dirty knees. Look at these.
13 dirty knees. Look at these. Yeah, I mean, I'll talk shit. I talk shit about anybody. I don't give a fuck. Like,
well, you have nothing to lose, and I think
thank you.
I guess I don't either.
Yeah. Well, obviously, here's the thing: the tide is turning. The pendulum that everybody thought was going to swing was going to.
Yeah, I think I was talking about this. Dalton, did you ever meet Scott Hall? Did you ever meet him?
No, I think I did. Yeah.
I think you would love him because like we're on the same page where it's just like we talk about this where it's just like I feel like this like Bert Kreischer, like these Rogan fucking awful comedians who just like got big because of podcasting. I really think the tide is turning against. I don't know, like the panel. These fucking terrible comedians who only got big, like fucking Kreischer and Schaub and Callan and all these fucking people. There's all these like videos that have hundreds of thousands of views about how much they suck. So it's just like, yeah, they stink. So it's like, I don't know. I hope, but my producer was basically being like, yeah, I think that like the tide is swimming against these terrible comedians that only got big because of podcasting. Like Dalia's another good one. You know,
I was
like,
just saying I was just telling somebody, and not to disparage this, career path, but
Schultz is another good one too.
the road hack that were it not for podcasting, a lot of these people would just be road hacks forever. Like fucking like somebody like Joey Diaz would be a fucking road hack his whole life if it had not been for
I feel like even the road hack has more integrity than like an Andrew Schultz or a fucking Brian Callen or Brendan Schaub. You know what I mean? All these guys only got big because they're friends of Joe Rogan and podcasting is big right now. You know what I mean? Like it's just like
being a road hack is sick. That'd be
Bert
tight.
Kreischer is like, why are you the biggest comedian in the world? Why? It's because people listen to Joe. It's really just because people listen to Joe Rogan. It's Ari Shaffir, honestly. I'll love him in. It's just because people listen to Joe Rogan, and so they like you because they listen to Joe Rogan.
I think it's the Taylor Swift thing, where not to say that their talents are comparable because she's infinitely more talented than he is.
Dude, yes, 100%.
But
I will say Taylor Swift is so much more talented than Bert Kreischer.
I'll
put that on the map.
I'll die on that hill. But
me too. I will 100%. I'm not trying to be woke or say this for girls. I'm saying this for only the incel boys. Taylor Swift is so much more talented than Bert Kreischer. I put that on the goddamn.
Hold on, bear with me. This is going somewhere. I think it's the person with the broadest like slate onto which people can project themselves.
Yes. That's why Bert's big, because there's a bunch of like fat guys who.
That's literally what I just said. Yes.
Yeah. No. But hold on, I'm about to build on it. Lev Fur is the same way. Sorry. It's crazy how he had no fans until he got fat. That's crazy. Anyway, these fat guys just want folk heroes, you know?
Yeah. Oh, there's nothing better than like a fat folk hero.
I get it. Look at Zach Galifianakis. He got huge after the fucking Hangover because it was like a fat guy. Who's like who's cool and funny.
Who like at this point, the way he looks in the Hangover is skinny now.
Yeah.
It's like healthy now.
Same with Stav. I went to go see Stav last night, and he was really funny, actually.
I saw that, yeah. So they had to reinforce the stage.
That was my immediate thing, actually. So
I just commented on something where there's like a
dude. Wait, Dalton. Wait, real quick. It's really funny you said that because that was literally also my first thing I said. Like, I was in a text thread with a guy who books at Grove 34, and literally the first thing I said to him when he said Stav was coming was, "Oh, they're gonna need to reupholster the fucking green room couch."
Yeah, somebody just posted something where there's like some political seat open in Baltimore. And they're like, "Oh, there's a seat open." And they posted a picture of Stav, and I said, "It's only one seat."
Oh my god, that's so good. That's so funny. Oh, that's great. Good job, Dalton. That's so
dude.
Funny.
I have rediscovered my love and appreciation for trolling. Like now that Elon owns Twitter, I'm like looking at it in such a positive light.
You're really good. But here's the thing, because you're the funniest troll, probably because you're like a legitimately funny comedian. You're in right. You gotta get. I don't know how to. You know, you're in a not the best space, I guess, because you're in parts unknown. But it's like
I'm rebuilding my empire. I'm a fan of the internet right now.
Of course, you're a big fish in the trolling sphere, but it's like,
dude, I love trolling. And the thing is,
you gotta come back. You gotta come back to me like a comedian, man.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
I don't hide behind an anonymous account because like all those accounts that have like 40, 50,000 followers.
No, you don't. You just got intensely shadow banned.
Yes. I got very shadow banned, but I'm breaking through it. But there's so many accounts that have like tons and tons of followers who can't really do anything with it because they're anonymous. So even I'm curious. I do wonder what's going to happen with Black or Chinese. Oh, behave.
Oh, behave. Yeah, dude. Baby. Yeah.
Have you seen? Have you seen what Blacker Chineses do? Like the followers he has now.
I'm Toad.
It's a good Toad impression.
I'm
Hey,
Toad.
hey Mario, it's me, Toad.
Wait. I'm gonna.
Yeah, Mario, it's me, Toad.
Hey, it's me, fucking Luigi over here.
You know,
Oh,
let's cast our own Mario Brothers. Patrick Warburton is Toad.
oh yeah, Peter. I'm
Mario,
Toad.
it's me. It's me.
As we all know, I'm Toad over here. Why?
Bowser's captured the princess.
I'm Mario.
Dude, I haven't started the Ted show yet, but I
Oh, it's great. You haven't watched it?
I rewatched Ted 2.
Isn't it good? Ted 2 is the best one.
Dude, the Patrick Warburton returning as the Tick in that movie.
The funniest scene is
being the idea of going to Comic-Con to bully everyone is so
dude, it's so good. Ted 2. Dalton, you're on my exact same page. Ted 2 is the funniest. It's funnier than Ted 1.
Ted 2 is so fucking good, dude.
Ted 2 is better than Ted 1. It literally is better than Ted 1. Oh yeah, Peter.
Yeah, I love Seth MacFarlane.
The show is good too. It's like it's very good standard sitcom shit.
Yeah, I gotta check it out. I just finished The Curse, which like
Chris Nolan. I had to stop.
He's right about that, by the way. Like as I was watching that show,
I
was getting so fucking mad watching it because I'm like, the whole time I was like, what the fuck is this? Like, there's nothing happening.
No, I had to stop watching it because I have a passing resemblance to Nathan Fielder, and I did a redhead. So, and I was cringe just like Nathan Fielder. So I had to stop. I literally was like, this is so upsetting to me on a deep personal level that I could not keep watching it. So, but God bless everyone. I should try again.
It's worth finishing because I'm not joking. The last half hour of the entire series.
No, I know it's amazing. But like
it's so batshit crazy what they decided to do.
I know, but just like a cucked guy with like this redhead. I don't know. It just really. I need to get another girlfriend before I'll watch it again. I think you know what I mean. Like I have to get over it like intensely. My last relationship.
Gay.
I'm gay.
I'm gay. Yeah, the ending. Don't spoil the ending for Robbie now. But yeah, the ending of the show really was like. I posted this, but it's like as a Nathan Fielder bit to spend whatever that show costs to spend that much money to string people along and then deliver that ending. I'm like, well, I guess this is like a good Nathan Fielder bit. We lost Robbie. Everybody. Well, let's see what's going on in the chat. That, by the way, that was some gay shit that he was saying. You know, get over it, dude. Spoil the ending real quick. Do you guys care if I spoil the ending of the show? Go ahead, chat. You have 20 seconds to let me know. Wee woo. Spoiler alert. Wee woo. So yeah, I mean, I watched the show and like if you don't know the premise of the show is, you know, it's the road to hell is paved with good intentions. So it's, you know, this like affluent couple who is trying to get a show going for HGTV where they like flip houses and are, you know, good charitable members in their community in this town. And they kind of embody this sort of like performative charity of like a Mr. Beast type where they are like ostensibly doing good things for the community, but it's not entirely altruistic because it's performative and it's to profit, you know, for their own like gains and profit. So that I guess that's like the moral conundrum that underlines the entire show is like, it is people who genuinely want to do good things, but not out of not necessarily from like any pure place of doing that. There's the catch is that they want to make money and have a successful TV show. And why? Because I'm explaining this because to tell you how I guess the way it is, like it's called the curse. So he thinks he's been cursed, and the ambiguous question throughout the entire show is like, is there something supernatural happening or not? And it's like a lot of the show is just kind of like tonally and the way it's presented, you think maybe, but also it's just a weird show. So there's really kind of nothing happening, but it feels like maybe something's happening. And then the last episode, like in the last 30 minutes, there's a scene. It starts where they're waking up in the morning and you see Emma Stone laying in bed and she's alone in bed. And then the camera pans up and Nathan Fielder's character is stuck to the ceiling. And she opens her eyes and she's like, "What are you doing on the ceiling?" And he goes, "Huh?" And he's like, what the fuck is going on?" And so he's like inexplicably just like stuck like on the ceiling. And the way it's played out, they're like it's got this cool like magical realism quality where this like completely inexplicable anomaly in reality is happening that they don't really know how to contend with or react to. So they're having like the way they're reacting to it is like with like a confusion that I think people would actually have, where it's like there's no explanation for this, but they're still trying to like figure out what's going on. And but it's so difficult to explain how this is portrayed because they're not like freaking out yet. He's just like, "Huh, I'm on the ceiling. It must be." He's like, "I guess it's like the air pressure in the house. So go try turning off the air conditioner or whatever." And it's like I don't think that's how a house works, man. But anyway, like what ends up happening is like he finally like makes his way outside, and somebody tries to like pull him down, and as soon as he like is pulled away from the like the awning on the front porch, the front of the house, he like flies up into the air, and this guy's like holding on to him like, "Hey man, I can't like hold on to you much longer." And he slips out, and then he like lands on a big tree branch, and he's just like clinging to this tree branch, and eventually his wife Emma Stone has to get rushed to the hospital to deliver a baby, to do birth. And he's clinging to this tree branch, and the fire department shows up, and everybody who didn't see what happened, they just see a guy stuck in a fucking tree branch. They just think he's having like a manic episode, and so they go to like set up this this big air up mattress, this big pad for him to land on. And so they eventually just like chainsaw the branch off, thinking he's going to land safely on this pad. And then he just goes shooting up into the sky. He's just like zooming into the sky while his wife is giving birth in a hospital. And so it just ends with this like back and forth between her giving birth and then him like soaring up further and further up into the sky. And then everybody else that was there watching the fire department do what they did, or just like looking up going, "Huh, I wonder what caused that." And then it ends with him in space, in outer space, just like floating dead in space. And then his wife gives birth, credits, that's the end of the show. It was like, I thought it was cool. I thought it rocked because it's so it's such a like out of left field ending. And I remember when the episode aired, I wasn't caught up, but all these people on Twitter were just like bitching and moaning about it, like, "This is so confusing. I'm so frustrated by this." And I watched it, and I'm like, "This rocks. This is actually like a cool thing to do," because like at the end of the day, like whatever interpretations anybody are trying to have about that or trying to like figure out what this means, I honestly, like, I truly believe that they just had that idea and said, "Yeah, let's just go. Let's just do this. Would be cool. This would just be a cool thing to do." And it's so odd that people can just interpret it however they want. And maybe, Nathan Fielder and Benny Safdie have like some idea of what that means, like to end the show that way. But I honestly believe that they just were like, yeah, it's just a weird fucking thing to do. Let's do it. Um, it's I mean, it has elements of Black Mirror. It's yeah, but it's more like it's more supernatural. There's more like a supernatural bent to it, and it's much more unsettling than Black Mirror overall. Like it tonally, it has this undercurrent of anxiety. Like you for the whole series, you just feel like something bad is happening or gonna happen. And so even in these moments of like very like mundane activities and banality, it feels as anxious as like something that would happen in The Sopranos where somebody's about to get killed, but it's just like a guy going to a chiropractor. You know what I mean? So it's just the way it's shot and presented and the music and everything come together to present these moments that are just very like day-to-day mundane activities, but it feels very threatening. If the you know what I mean. But I thought, yeah, I hated the show at first. Like as I was watching it, I was like, this shit sucks cock. And then after the ending, it kind of like recontextualized it for me, and I was like, I guess this actually rocks. I guess this is in Fielder really don't miss. This guy is such a odd genius. Makes me upset how good he is at what he does. And what he does is something nobody has ever done before. I've never seen anybody like that. Like he just like invented a new way to be funny. It seems like because it goes beyond just being deadpan. It's like it's like a meta physical version of being a comedian where you don't even know like what's real anymore whenever you get done watching something that guy does. So I guess we'll see what happens with as his career continues to rise. It was also like really interesting to see him have emotions. Like watching, he's not a bad actor, but that was like the most jarring thing about the show is that I've never seen him have emotions in anything. So that was cool. What are y'all talking about? Saitama? I never finished that show. It was okay. One Punch Man. Yeah, Jigglypuff. Check out The Curse. I guess that's good. I mean, my favorite show is Tulsa King. That's the best show on TV is Tulsa King with Sylvester Stallone and Martin Starr. And then I don't really watch much. I don't watch much of anything. Because everything sucks. I mean, I'm going back and watching Deadwood. Deadwood's type. That's 20 years old. Damn, dude, I'm sleepy. I couldn't sleep. What was I? But hold on. I had a thought that I was trying to finish when I was talking to Robbie and all. Tulsa King of Queens. Thank you. Thank you. Tulsa King of Queens is good. Oh, the Lady True Detective. I was genuinely upset by what I saw. That first episode, I was very upset. And the John Benjamin show was funny. Yeah, that was a good sketch where he hits a gypsy while getting roadhead. That is funny. Yeah, a lot of people don't remember that. John Benjamin Has a Van. That was a really fucking funny show. They had a sketch on there called it was like Jew Us Up or something. Like John Benjamin and David Cross were going to different places in New York and offering more money for things. Was the sketch where they were just like dressed up as like two Aussies and just going to like a hot dog stand and being like, I'll give you $2 for it. I'll give you $3 for it. $4? It was like, we're gonna Jew them up. Yeah, so that was funny. what was I saying? Oh yeah, so this is what I was talking about, Rob. I've rediscovered the art and joy of trolling, of just like being a shithead on the internet for no other reason than it makes me laugh. Because you plant a little seed. You just go into the comment section of some post that has like tons and tons of comments and likes on it, and it's like it is sort of like a martial art, or a dance. Like, you have to know what you're doing. You have to be able to like move the right way and maneuver. Because there's people in the comment sections who, um, obviously there's like the people that are agreeing with what's being said and just kind of like trying to be a part of the conversation. And then there's the people who are like shithead edge lords who are just like going way overboard with what they're doing. They're way too extreme in the way they're responding to this. So there has to be some nuance. It has to be subtle in a way. There has to be like this plausible thing where they can't tell, if you're being sincere or not. Which people are so fucking stupid now that I think they think everything is real anyway. Like, I'm always amazed that of some of the stuff I've said online. I'm like really blown away when, like, at the amount of people that will think something's real. Where I'm like, how can you not tell that this is like just really fucking stupid and a joke? But yeah, trolling's tight. Because like the big one is I'll just spam different posts with a titty video, because I figure if all these bot accounts are going to do something, if the whole post is already being spammed with bot accounts, why not a real life guy trying to promote his titty videos? So I'll do that with a lot of posts, and then just like a bunch of others, I'll just like the Taylor Swift thing is going on, and I saw a post that was getting a lot of traction that said like, it looks like the Swifties have been radicalized. We're back, or something like that. And so I went into Midjourney on my phone, like the Midjourney art AI thing, and I created this like picture of. I didn't create it; the AI did. It's like Taylor Swift as like a Middle Eastern like jihadi, and just like posted it into the comment section and said, inshallah, and I don't know what anyone responded with, but it's stuff like that, just very very subtle. Don't try and say too much. Just plant a little seed and see if from that we grow a mighty oak. Let's check on that. Let's see what we got. Let's look at the notifications here. 19 notifications. So the crops are blooming. I've actually lost followers. I've lost some followers. Let's see. Hold on. Oh yeah, I've been going into Anthony Fantano shit. He posted something and I just said, "Hey man, no disrespect, but you suck." Oh yeah, that was tight. Podcastfuls. That George Carlin AI thing. I actually enjoyed it. I thought that was cool. I thought it was like is like a it's like an experiment, is like just a thing to show us what AI is capable of. I was like, yo, this is pretty fucking cool. This is good. I suspect that there's like an actual human that somebody wrote a lot of that material and then like used AI to punch it up. And then obviously the AI handles the voice and the cadence and the like performance of it all. I don't know. I don't think the AI itself came up with all that material. But no, they're being coy about it because they're claiming that the AI did all of it, but I don't think that's true. Yeah, for the sake of argument, let's just say AI did all of it. Yeah, I thought it was good. It was like very close, and I think anybody that watched it and just had that knee jerk reaction that it like, oh, this is nothing like Carlin. It's like, you kind of have to admit to yourself, buddy, that this is pretty fucking close. This is close, dude. Like you can try and like fool yourself or convince yourself otherwise all you want, but the AI got it down. The AI like understands his philosophy and the way, like the kind of like jokes he would write about current issues. Yeah, well, I enjoyed it. I did. I like unironically enjoyed it. I thought like, oh, this is good material. This ain't bad. And it's like his daughter is like on the warpath against this thing. And it's like, well, bitch, if you had anything going on other than just being George Carlin's daughter, this wouldn't bother you that much. You know what I mean? Like she has nothing else going. Like I've only ever known her as George Carlin's daughter. I've never seen her do anything aside from just remind people that she's George Carlin's daughter. So it's like, of course you're gonna. This is just a great, moment for you to like hop on this thing and maintain some sense of relevance as George Carlin's daughter. Yeah. I guess the AIs can be racist. I don't know. Oh yeah. Yeah. Oh, she does stand up. Damn, that sucks, dude. That never works out. It doesn't work. Yeah. I mean, actors, that can happen. Dennis Quaid, Meg Ryan, they got that kid Jack Quaid. He's on The Boys. He's pretty good. Uh, Kurt Russell's son starting to move up. Acting I think can be genetic. Comedy, stand-up comedy doesn't really get passed down in the genes. It's very rare for the child of a comedian to be decent at stand-up. Yeah. Or a comedian's wife. They gotta stop doing that. They gotta stop letting the wives also do it. Oh yeah, Sheba Mason. Dude, she looks like the fucking girl in the Radiator from Eraserhead. Stephen King's kid ain't bad. And yeah, that's why he goes by Joe Hill, so I guess people don't realize that it's Stephen King's kid. And Nicolas Cage, Nicolas Coppola. But his story's funny because he was begging Francis Ford Coppola to put him in movies, and Francis Ford Coppola was like, "Beat it." He just never put him in a fucking movie, and so he did fine. That is funny. Yeah, Joe Hill did write that movie Horns with Daniel Radcliffe. I haven't seen it. I do really enjoy the post Harry Potter career of Daniel Radcliffe. He's doing some wacky shit. I started watching a movie he did. It was on Tubi. I haven't finished it, but that movie he did, Guns Akimbo. It's like his Crank. It's like his Chev Chelios Crank movie. I thought I was like, yo, this rocks. This is tight. Yeah. I mean, that's what I've heard is that Nicolas Cage was like a teenager or whatever, and was begging Francis Ford Coppola to put him in movies, and he just wouldn't do it. But then again, he probably helped him get in movies, like being like related to Francis Ford Coppola can't hurt you in the entertainment industry. You know what I mean? It can only help you, I suspect. I do really, who I really like is Scorsese's daughter, because it doesn't seem like she's trying to be in the industry. It seems like she's just having a good ass time being Martin Scorsese's daughter, and I appreciate that. Like that's tight. To be a rich kid and just be like, hey, by the way, I'm a rich kid, and I'm just gonna have fun my whole life and not really try to do much. I respect that. I respect that. I stand by that 100%. If you're gonna be a rich kid, the most noble thing you can do as a rich kid is just have a good ass time being a rich kid. That's awesome. So yeah, when I become a billionaire podcaster and I have children, I'm going to tell them, don't ever try to do anything. You're taken care of. There's generational wealth in this family. Just go out there and enjoy being rich as fuck. Don't try to like convince people that you're like of the common man or any of that shit. Just go and just be nice. Be nice, be charitable when you can. but also have a fun fucking time being a rich kid. Because otherwise, what's the point, right? What's the point of being a rich kid if you're not gonna have a good ass time with it? Yeah, you don't want to be Jackie Chan's daughter. Yeah, that would suck. That's a shitty situation. Um, yeah, it's always crazy to me when rich kids are like fucked up when they have like all these fucking issues or whatever. And I guess that like that just goes with the fact that like what it takes, the kind of person that succeeds in that way is probably like detached from humanity already to be able to achieve that level of wealth and success, especially in the entertainment industry. You probably don't have the makings of like a good parent, but you have like all this like material wealth and success that you can more than provide for children in that way. So they have access to like every fucking creature comfort anyone could ever want. But the one thing they don't have access to is your attention and your nurturing in this life. And so then they just like end up becoming like weird, fucked up sociopaths, like mentally ill, cutting themselves, doing porn and shit like that. That wouldn't be not me, dude. I wouldn't do that to my kids. When I have rich kids, then no, they're gonna know daddy loves them, and we're gonna go on adventures together. You know, we're gonna go find dead bodies in the woods and shit like that. Yeah, that'd be that'll be my when I'm here's the thing. When I'm a rich dad, what I'm gonna do with my kids is recreate adventures from movies to do with my kids. We're gonna go find One-Eyed Willie's treasures, and run on the run from the Fratelli family. We're gonna go look for a dead body in the woods and try to have to keep dodging Kiefer Sutherland and his ragtag group of dastardly ne'er do wells. Shit like that. We're gonna go back in time in a DeLorean. We're gonna do movies in real life with my kids. Yeah. Oh, Less Than Zero. Oh yes, Bret Easton Ellis. I've never read any of his books, but I know of him. Yeah. That's a funny observation. Swindle. Yeah, only a rich kid has enough free time to think, what would it be like to have a vacation fling with Bill Murray that's kind of superficial, but it's also what's so deep about it. Dude, that's a rich kid ass story. Just a guy who even on the downturn of his career is living this like pretty lavish life in Japan, shooting this commercial or whatever he's doing in that movie. And it's presented as like this just this tragedy that's befallen this character. And the only thing, and finally what comes his way, some young pussy. Some hot young pussy. Just what he needed. Just what an extremely successful, wealthy entertainer needs to pull him out of his slump of still being extremely rich is some hot young pussy. And that's lost in translation. Yeah, you're right, dude. Because her dad was making movies about like what if the Vietnam War sucked, which it did. Yeah, Bill Murray did fuck the milkshake lady. That's right. I forgot about that. He fucked Kellis. That's crazy, dude. Dude, it's crazy when you find out that those kinds of guys are like down with the swirl in that way. Like fucking Robert De Niro, dude. He's like having like Thomas Jefferson sex. Like he's just like fucking like every black woman he's ever met, and he just has like a whole plantation of black children now. That's like plantation is like a measurement, a unit of measurement for a black family that I'm using. It is racist. I've only ever seen like the regular Apocalypse Now. I don't get down with all that. If I watch a movie, a version of a movie, it's locked in because I probably am never gonna watch it. Yeah, I might. There's movies I rewatch, I guess, but Blade Runner. I'm not going back and watching all the different cuts of Blade Runner. I ain't doing that shit. But I'm not really a cinephile. I'm I'm more of a cine hobbyist. Let's see. Did I upset anybody? Have I lost more followers? Yes, I have. It's weird. It's weird. The more active you become on Twitter, the less followers you have. If you say mean things to people. Wait, what does this say? Do you think it's okay for people's name and image to become associated with things they did not do? It's defamation. AI can soon make images whereby the distinction between real and non-real becomes unnoticeable. The implications of this are very serious. Dude, these people are just so fucking retarded. It's like mind-boggling how fucking like stupid they are. That they saw a cartoon image of Taylor Swift getting gangbanged by a team that resembles the Kansas City Chiefs, and are like, well, this portends the doom of all humanity because I thought this was real for a second. And it's like, if you thought this was real at any point, your handlers need to take your phone away from you and put a helmet on you and keep an eye on you. Yeah, it's very noticeable that it's it's a cartoon. What it is, like, what none of these people want to admit is that they're idolizing this person, and they're just like blinded by the fact that they have become consumed with like the very same capitalism that they're fighting against. That like all these leftist Marxian ideals are out the fucking window when it comes to this Taylor Swift thing. So with this stuff, it has to be wrapped up in the same sort of like bullshit morality that they're always preaching. When in reality, what's happening is that they have been consumed by the very thing that they wish to like demolish, and they can't like face that reality. They can't like look in the mirror and say, "Oh, this isn't about like protecting other people, or like has nothing to do with morals or virtue or the betterment of humanity. It's that I'm in love with this person who is never gonna fucking know who I am, and I worship them above all others. And any depiction of them in this way is, a jihad upon all who do this to Taylor Swift." And Jigglypuff, you're right. I think like I'm no lawyer. I don't want anyone to think I'm a lawyer. I know some people might have thought that, but I'm not. But I like the argument could be made that it does like it falls within the realm of parody. So you don't have a fucking leg to stand on at that point, because it's like, well, to do just like a depiction of somebody, like a rendering of them in that way, I don't see how you could legislate that. And if it does start to become legislated, the real slippery slope is like, okay, like now we can't make photorealistic cartoons of Taylor Swift. How long until like South Park can't do what they do? You know what I mean? Like how long until it just like trickles down to like actual arts and entertainment? It's like actually now you can't even do impressions of people. You can't do like Steven Seagal impressions or Arnold Schwarzenegger impressions. Because somebody might hear that and think it's actually them, and that's defamation because they're being represented in a way they didn't want to be. It's like, well, I mean, that's the slippery slope I'm seeing, not the idea that that somebody's going to see a picture of Taylor Swift getting her cheeks clapped and think it's real, thereby ruining her reputation. I think anybody who sees something, that explicit is going to understand, like, she probably didn't do this. This is probably not real. But they have to present, this all has to be wrapped up in some sense of morality, because otherwise they would have to actually face who they really are and the real reality of this, which is that they are hyper capitalistic, materialist, shells, just like zombies who have fallen under the spell of that which they claim to despise. Am I still alive? Is that what you're asking? Good question. Who knows? Who knows? You found me. You found me here. So obviously you knew about me and you know about me now. And I do have to admit the AI. Look, I thought there was an unsettling aspect to them. There was like something about it that I found unsettling, but the pictures did kind of get me going. Like, they were very provocative, and I kind of would like to see how Taylor Swift handles 8 penises at the same time. But they're gonna take it away from us. They're doing the fucking Butlerian jihad from Dune. They're gonna do that, but instead of any actual religion being involved, it's like material consumerism. It's like the religion is consumerism, and then like the secular version of it is just another version of consumerism. It's not even like it's not even like a faith based. It's not like religious versus secular. It's the fucking South Park episode. It's the future episode of South Park where it's just two different factions of secularism arguing with like having semantic arguments with each other over nothing, that's causing this civil war amongst them. And that's what we get in reality. And but it's not even that smart, because it's like two different secular factions of consumerism fighting with each other, which like one side would be like technological innovation and create AI driven creativity, and the other side is protecting the image of Taylor Swift. And that's what we get instead of an actual fucking jihad like in the book. It's just like petty squabbling amongst corporations, and they got to get the fucking government involved. Yeah. Wait, what? Some guy got caught watching AI porn of his friend's girlfriend. I don't know. I don't know. I did not see that. Yeah, the Photoshop tribute. I mean, that my whole life I've seen that. Like just banner ads where it's like, here's a like Anne Hathaway and her big hairy pussy in the corner of the screen on X videos, and it's like, as real as that looks, I'm pretty sure that's not Anne Hathaway's big fat hairy pussy. I have a sneaking suspicion that she did not actually do pornography at any point. Although I would like to see Anne Hathaway's big fat hairy pussy. I probably need to go to sleep. I'm gonna get fired from my job anyway. I did get a super chat while I was in here. Who was it? It was Let's Go Nuts who sent it. I want to make sure he gets another shout out. Let's get some W's in the chat. Let's get some super chats going. This has been a sleepy one though. I gotta do these at an hour when I'm actually awake and focused. But we do it lazy style sometimes. Kick back in the lazy chair. Oh, god damn it. Yes, the Let's Go Nuts kicked $5 into the chat earlier. And he said, "You're the man. Thanks for keeping us company, baby." He's a cool dude. He's the coolest dude in here so far. No, I don't. I appreciate all of you. I just need to. Here's what I'm going to do. I'll start scheduling these and trying to do them more. What's the word I'm looking for? I guess routinely, and have where they have more structure rather than me just. It is cool that people just hop in, but I guess I should have a plan when I do this. But hey, folks, it's content. We did an hour and a half of content together. Robbie hopped in, and that's numbers on the page. Get a few hundred people to watch this afterwards. I make $1. Yes, thank you everyone. It actually does mean a lot. I am alive. For the foreseeable future, indefinitely. Yeah, thanks. Good. Thank you for wishing me luck on my job. I mean, it's a bullshit sales job. I was kind of like, I'm hamstrung in what I'm able to do there. As they got me in the poor people department. So I get it's a low call volume. I only get maybe 10 calls a day max. And about half of those are service calls where it's somebody with a delinquent account or whatever they need. Swindle, $5 to keep in your sock for when you need it is the comment. That's a super chat, folks. Thank you. And that would, as the Joel Osteen, the prosperity gospel teaches us that as you tithe unto the church, God returns your investment in dividends. So thank you. Blessed be, blessed be, blessed be. Don't let these hands sharpen your eyes. What was I saying? Oh yeah, I don't know if anyone's ever worked sales before, but a phone sales job is tight because you're just talking to people on the phone. It's not it's nothing, but you do have to sell stuff. But it's if the people that are calling you are unemployed and on disability and have bad credit and can't really afford anything, then it's what am I upselling here? How do I sell anything to this person? And they just run in circles with me in these coaching sessions. Basically, these meetings I have that are preparing me to get fired, where they're they're telling you, well, you need to be looking for the opportunities, and I'm like, people need knowing what I know about sales, the people that I'm selling to, that I'm trying to sell things to, they do have to have money in order to buy something. So if they don't have money, I can pitch them shit all day long, but at the end of the day, they have no way to buy it because they are interested. That's the thing. Of course they want cell phones and all this shit that I'm selling. They want those things. They can't afford any of it. So so that's the frustrating thing. Is just I got 10 calls a day. 5 of those are service issues where somebody owes us hundreds of dollars, and then I got to transfer them to some other department. And my boss tells me well, before you transfer them, you gotta find an opportunity there to sell them something. And I'm they owe us money. There's nothing. They already owe us. What am I gonna do? I can't add on more shit for them because they already owe us money. Yeah, I only get maybe 10 calls a day, and each call, one call can last an hour, because it's an entire soup to nuts sales process. So somebody will call, and then we'll go through, I'll pitch them something, and then they'll decide to get it. And we go through this whole to-do, and it can take a fucking hour to close this thing. And then there's other times when it could take an hour, and then it's oops, you have bad credit. Sorry, I can't do nothing, and that's an hour, an hour of my time wasted. So then I have these coachings with my fucking boss who's grilling me about, so why are you not hitting the numbers we want? What's the issue? We want to help you. And I tell them, well, the people that are calling have no fucking money, and they're on disability. A lot of them are older and have no fucking clue how to even use a computer. And so it's a tough sales process to sell something to an old person with $0 who doesn't even understand the thing that they're trying to get. And I'm, I just kind of get this like runaround from my bosses about like, just they talk in sales speak about like seizing opportunities and having the building rapport and having the conversations. And it's like, no, you don't understand. I'm better at communicating than anyone that works for this company. I'm better at talking than all of you. And because of that, I understand these people more than you do. And I understand that they can't fucking afford any of this. And trust me, I have no scruples pitching them things and trying to get them to buy something they can't afford. But if if they already owe us money, I can't sell them anything anyway. It's just a whole fucking whatever. I'm gonna get fired. Fuck it. Fuck it. I'm a billionaire podcaster. Yeah. Yeah, selling look, here's the thing. Sales is a skill set. It's also a job that can be done by a baboon. It's a fucking baboon job. An orangutan can do it. It's in fact, if you walked onto a car lot and an orangutan in a suit walked up to you, you would probably be more inclined to buy a car from a cool orangutan in a suit than some sleazy car salesman. That would probably work if they had an orangutan. And orangutan is my favorite ape, to be honest with you. That's like the coolest looking ape there is the orangutan. And then maybe second is the baboon, if that's an ape. I don't know. And then all of them are all of them are cool except for them fucking bonobos, them penis nose ones. Get the fuck out of here with that. Disgusting. But orangutans are tight. So if you put an orangutan in a suit and had him on a car lot, he would move some damn iron. Do I like orangutans more than humans? I don't. Probably, yeah. Yeah, I guess I'm like the grizzly man of orangutans. I'm gonna go live with them and then get like beaten to death by an orangutan. Am I wasting my talent? I guess so. Do manual labor. All right, I guess I could do like technical writing and write manuals, folks. What do you guys think is the best ape? Is orangutans, gorillas, baboons? I guess. I don't know the distinction. There is a difference between apes and monkeys. It's like a Crips and Blood situation. Okay, no, we shouldn't do that. We shouldn't do that here. Man, that mandrills are tight. That did get me today. That because you know how on Twitter, if somebody shares a video and come on, Jigglypuff, folks, blur that out. Blur that out. If someone on Twitter shares a video, it'll say at the bottom like the origin of the video, say like from whatever. And so I saw like where Jordan Peele shared the trailer of that Indian movie that's coming out, Monkey Man. And so but at the bottom of his tweet, it just said it was Jordan Peele, and then at the bottom it said from Monkey Man. And I was like, come on, don't call him that. Don't. That got me. I was like, come on, you can't do that. Don't show me an image of where it says Jordan Peele from Monkey Man. That ain't fair, man. Don't do that to me. I'm not grown up enough to not notice that. to not think that that's hilarious. That's like that's just like yeah. Yeah, I don't know. They got me, dude. People are so crazy. people don't understand how the mind of a troll, of an internet shithead works. Because somebody in this Taylor Swift thread said, so you would be 100% chill about a video of you balls deep in a wild goat going viral in your social media circles and in the news. It's like, yes, I would. That would be very funny to me. Yeah, that would, you don't understand, bitch. Fucking do it. Do it. Work the program, make that video happen, share it, get me some followers, because that only helps me in what I'm trying to do. Yeah. Yeah. Um. Oh my god. Okay. Some jib jab. What is jib jab shit? Is that a racist thing? I don't know what that means. Um. Oh, like Middle East? Is it Middle Eastern? Is that what that means? Don't get me demonetized, man. Don't be tricking me into saying slurs. What does that mean? Jib jab is a personalized e-cards to American Digital Entertainment Studio. Oh, this is not racist. It sounds racist. Dude, that got me the I guess the rap duo of Ben Shapiro and Tom McDonald, or whatever they're calling themselves, or this record label. I don't know what it was. It is Rhyme Sayers. So they're called Rhyme Sayers. And I was like, how has that never? That's a moment of brilliance on the part of Ben Shapiro and the Daily Wire. Rhyme Sayers. If they don't even realize that, like, that actually sounds like a very fun slur to say. To like be in a, oh, but a bunch of rhyme sayers just moved into the neighborhood, if you know what I mean. This neighborhood was tip top, top notch place to live before the rhyme sayers moved in, if you know what I'm saying. But I think they actually think it sounds like a cool thing to call themselves as white rappers. I don't know. I don't know where the beginning and ending is with Shapiro. I don't know like how self aware he is, because the whole rap thing, I was like, he has to know that this is like goofy, and it's very silly. I wonder like how much of him is a character. I don't know what's fucking real anymore. Like, I don't like with people like him. It's like he has to know he's grifting, and he has to know like the command he has on an audience in that way, where he's such an inflammatory guy that the people who like him will like him, and then if anything he does like this, Ben Shapiro, anything he does that's outlandish like this rap thing, it's gonna, it'll piss off, or it'll make so many people just go like, I can't believe this. And all of that only helps him. Like, all the attention he gets, positive or negative, only helps him. So he's good to study if you're trying to grift, because it's like he's got it figured out that like literally anything he does gets a ton of attention, and that can only help his career. So, and it's the same with all of them. Jordan B. Peterson. That's why they're reactionaries. They don't have anything to offer to anyone other than like doing things that elicit some sort of like reaction. I guess everything elicits a reaction in some way, but you know what I'm saying, like to play the extremes that way. There's no real nuance in what they're doing. They exist just to like raise the ire of the person that pays attention to it. It's ideological. They play into ideology, so they're not creating things to really broaden anyone's horizons or make people think or expand anyone's minds. It's just to confirm that which they already believe and make them more angry about something. Make them. It's a good grift. It's a good grift. Um, yeah, yeah, that's a good way to put it, Pat. Yeah, the debate with Destiny and Shapiro is like, yeah, I mean, because his whole thing is facts don't care about your feelings or whatever, right? So they just have a ton of fucking facts in their heads, but they've never done any. It doesn't seem like they've ever done any like real introspection or even like thought critically about all this information. They just have like data. They're just like fucking USB drives. They just have a ton of data inside of them that they can like upload onto whatever audience is paying attention to them. But then they don't have much. That is like the mission statement: is facts don't care about your feelings. So we're gonna remove feeling from the equation, like feeling, emotion, and that which makes us human, and just have here's facts. I'll just diarrhea facts everywhere, and then slurp up my fact diarrhea. Everybody, um, that's a good way to think of it. It's like a Mentat from. Do I like Sam Hyde? I think he could be doing better things. I think he's a really brilliant, like funny dude, but he's so mean spirited. But it seems like at his core he wants to be a good guy, but then he's such like an imp. He's such a devilish, dastardly character, and that's why there's a lot of stuff his I like, and then there's some stuff he does that feels very mean to me. Like the whole fish tank thing feels very mean spirited, very exploitive. Like the fish tank honestly feels like something like really fucked up that somebody would write about in like an old sci-fi book in the back in the day, where it would be like a story about like this fucked up like TV reality game show where people just have to live in a house together and there's some menacing figure that terrorizes them, and if they can make it to the end of the month, they get $5,000, like whatever amount of money he's giving them. Yeah, it's very mean. And some of the clips I see from it do make me laugh. That's why I can't watch it, because it's so exploitative, and there's shit that happens that genuinely gets me going. But I feel bad for the people involved, like, because they're being terrorized by this dude, and they are to a degree. I mean, they've consented to this, but they are kind of like I don't know if they know what they're getting into. I don't know. It's in terms of like what do they call it? Verite entertainment, like presenting something real. I commend him for keeping it as real as it is. It does not possess the sort of curation or manipulation of reality TV. It definitely is real, and it feels very fucked up to watch. It's also boring. It's a lot of nothing happening. I don't know if any. I don't know anyone that's tuning into those. I don't know how anyone can watch like the live streams where it's just like these long stretches of fucking nothing. But yeah, whatever. Yeah, I mean, shit's getting weird for all of us. We're all getting really bored and just coming up with like weirder and weirder ways to keep ourselves entertained. So I guess Fish Tank does make sense in that regard. Like we're just like throwing everything at the wall in terms of like how do we whittle away the hours as we wait to die. And for me, it's I'm watching, just looking at titties and then watching like videos of people cooking on top of a video of funny Family Guy moments. Stuff like that. Yeah, Pat, we are obsessed with entertainment. I took like a political science 101 class in college, so I think I'm qualified to speak on this. But I do remember my professor like giving us a lecture one day on how how obsessed we are with entertainment, that like how much of our lives and the economy and everything is centered around like us being able to have fun and be entertained, that like to like really like think about it, like just like how much work we're putting in, like how much work we're all doing so that we can do have entertainment is pretty crazy. And it's like everything is entertainment now. When you think about it, like every single aspect of our lives has been commodified to the point where it's all entertainment. It's just do just all day, every day. And so now that everything is entertainment, nothing is entertainment. And David Foster Wallace called it, because what are people talking about now? The loneliness epidemic. He fucking nailed this like 30 years ago. He called this shit and said, like, here's what's going to happen if you keep doing this. If you keep proliferating entertainment in this way, making it like the sole focus of everyone's existence, what's gonna end up happening is everybody's gonna get real fucking lonely and cracked out and mentally ill and pilled up, and you're gonna see people just start doing like really weird shit to themselves and each other and killing each other and killing themselves, and it's gonna be a fucking madhouse everywhere, and that's exactly what happened. And yeah, and it also does not produce anything tangible, but neither does the stock market. So nothing's real, I guess. Has it always been this way? No, no, it hasn't. This is a recent development. This is a very recent. We have never had access to information and entertainment in this way, so it's very new for us to be able to do what we're doing now. And yeah. So something to ponder upon as I go about my wilings. He's wiling. Man, does anybody else do what I do? Does anybody else do streams like this? Because I feel like a lot of comedians, which I would not consider myself anymore for now. I feel like a lot of comics don't respect you. They'll do streams to just have an audience, but I don't think they respect their audience. I think they look down upon the people that support them and see you as the have-nots, the rubes, the pigs to the slop. So does anyone have this sort of intimate connection with their audience? I don't know. Yeah, Lewis and Big Fat Lev do live gaming. So then how engaged can they be with their audience if they're focused on Fortnite? It sounds like they're just inviting a bunch of people to watch them play Fortnite, which I know there's a market for, but I would not find that fun in any way. The same way I never really found it fun to go over to a cousin's house and watch him play video games. It's like, hand me the fucking controller. Yeah, comedians do think they're cool. They think they the shit, but they ain't even the fart. That's what Ice Spice says. Yeah, the streams where it's like people doing shit. Hold on, wait. Let me try and figure out that thought. It feels like there's a disconnect between the broadcaster and the audience now, where the person doing the broadcast is doesn't necessarily give a shit about the audience. They just want people tuned in. But they're not even interested in providing really anything for them. It'll just be a stream of, watch me eat this bag of chips. And you'll watch it because you know who I am. Fuck you. It's me, Aiden Ross, or whatever. It's just the spectacle of watching it, of knowing about a guy and being able to watch him eat potato chips is a spectacle unto itself. And to a degree, I am like an extension of that, I suppose, doing what I'm doing now, just thinking out loud and talking this way. But I feel like I'm at least trying to do something here that goes beyond just making people watch me do something else. It's like I'm interacting and engaging and trying to like come up with new thoughts and fun things to say. um Lewis does not have ADHD. Nobody does. It's a scapegoat for people who are just like too stupid to enjoy things, or I don't know. I feel like a lot of like what people talk about is having ADHD, like they can't concentrate on something. It's just like, no, it's just you just don't like the thing that you're like trying to watch or focus on. That's fine. Go find something else that you can pay attention to. Because a lot of stuff sucks, and then even stuff that's like good is not for everybody. So it's not ADHD if you're trying to watch a TV show or play a video game that you just don't like. It's like, oh, I just don't enjoy this. So it's not really ADHD. It's just like taste. It's just a matter of preference. um, you know what I mean? Like all these people who say like, "Oh, I can't even like focus. I can't even pay attention to a TV show now." And it's like, yeah, because the show you're watching probably sucks, and so you have to like also have your phone out because now the show has become a passive experience while you just play on your phone. Because if I'm watching something that I enjoy and know is good, I'm locked in. I have no trouble. If I put on Goodfellas, you got me for the next 2 hours. I ain't moving. I'm locked in. But if you try to show me an episode of Stranger Things, I'm out at like 3 minutes and I'm fucking done. I've lost it. I can't pay attention to. I've lost interest. I don't give a fuck about any of this. And that's not because I have like some disability or I'm neurodivergent. It's like, no, I just think this sucks. Show me Goodfellas again. Every time I'll watch it. Beginning to end. No trouble. So any episode of The Sopranos, I'm locked in. I'm not picking up my phone. So that's the thing. You just have to find the things you like, and then there you go. There's the cure for ADHD. Fill your day with joy. And there you go. That's the cure for ADHD is joy, not big pharmaceutical medications. Damn, my hair is greasy. I need to take a shower. I look like dog shit. Dude, guys just microwaving stuff is tight. I love the videos of guys just like throwing random shit in the microwave. Because who hasn't wanted to do that? That's such a good like early internet idea where it's like, okay, what has no one done before? What if we put a hammer in the microwave for like a couple minutes and see what happens? I wish I could have been there to have that idea and film it. That's sick, dude. And then eventually, and then you like end up having enough of a budget that you're like, we've constructed an IED that we're going to put in the microwave, an improvised explosive device as ISIS would create, that we're going to microwave and see if we can get it to detonate in the microwave. And so this does possess enough tannerite to destroy a Humvee. So that's why we have these plexiglass shields that we, that's sick. That's tight. So I get that, but that's guy shit. That's like the guy version of reality TV is just watching people like microwave shit or do like fun, wacky experiments. And then the girl version of reality TV is just like, yo, look how fucked up this person's life is. It's just like, let's gawk at these like weird, fucked up existences. Like Real Housewives and whatever the fucking Little Women, the dwarf show, My 600 Pound Life, like all that. That shit's for girls, because girls are mean. They want to see people like suffer in some way and just have like really weird, fucked up, dramatic lives. And then guys just want to see dudes rock. We just want to see dudes rock. Deadliest Warrior. Remember Deadliest Warrior? Where it's like, what if Genghis Khan fought Hitler? And then that's an hour TV show where they're doing like sports commentary, like the stats. Where it's well, Genghis Khan had the brute strength, but Hitler's got him on intelligence. And then at the end of the episode, it's like a simulated fight between Genghis Khan and Hitler. That's the kind of shit guys are into. That rocks. Yeah, dude. What does that mean, Stealth Chaos? More likes than viewers is pretty good. I don't know what that means. Do I have more likes than viewers? I don't pay attention to that, man. I'm just living my life, baby. Yeah. Who is H? Oh, Hitler. H dog. I think maybe meant Hillary Clinton. Yeah, Deadliest Warrior rocked. Yeah, dude, they got to bring back dude shows. Deadliest Warrior, Mansers, 1,000 Ways to Die, Mythbusters, which I guess those guys are done. And one of the Asian dudes, the other team, one of those guys died. Deadliest Catch, which maybe is still on. Oh, dog. Most Extreme Elimination Challenge. Absolutely. For sure, dude. Yeah, dude, there needs to be a dude-assance, a man-assance in this country. We got to bring back the fucking dude shows. Bring back Spike TV. Bring back the Spike TV programming blog. Bring back like the dumbass History Channel shows. Bring back like all of that, because I'm at an age now where that would be 24/7 for me. I would be happy with just dude shows like that, and they don't exist anymore. There's no more dude shows. Like they gotta bring that back. But definitely Deadliest Warrior. They gotta fucking. I want to see what how would more recent figures, like how would who's a guy that just died? Who's somebody that died recently? Like Henry Kissinger versus Alexander the Great. You know what I mean? Just do some pairings like that, like Marvel. It's honestly, it's like real life Marvel versus Capcom. That's like the premise of that show. I can't believe it didn't last like 1,000 seasons. Reacher is good. Yeah, there are good dude shows actually. Yeah, there's Reacher. Tulsa King is my favorite. Tulsa King is the dude's rock show right now. So there, yeah, I'm looking for all the good dude shows. Somebody was telling me that the what's the one with Jeremy Renner is good. They were telling, I forget the name of it. But somebody was telling me that show was pretty good. I've heard Justified is good. I'm going back and watching Deadwood. I never finished Deadwood, so I'm gonna do Deadwood. Yeah, but what time is it? Oh shit. Okay, I gotta bounce. Folks, thank you for supporting what I do. Thank you for the super chats. Once again, the Let's Go Nuts and Kaswindle. That sounds like Stephen A. Smith trying to name a Pokemon. We got a couple super chats that happened, so thank you for that. Thank you all for your support. They're no more important than all of you, but they are. But no, I really do appreciate everything, and we did a good 2 hours here. So, blessed be, praise be to the Most High. Blessed be, blessings be upon you. I love you. Go forth and do good deeds unto this earth, and have a lovely Saturday.